child stoking conflict out of routine police encounters. Take this video, for example, where he pulls over on the side of a highway to start filming a traffic stop.
So everybody sign this, I'm putting your card in.
Yeah. Immediately, I call bullshit. You're telling me that while going over 60 miles per hour on the highway, you were able to look over and quickly deduce that this driver was distressed, so distressed that you just had to pull over? But continue.
The goodness of Hardee's 2 for $5 wraps just got better. Now choose 2 wraps for breakfast or 2 hand-breaded chicken wraps for lunch or dinner. Morning to night, get 2 wraps, $5. Hardee's, goodness in the...
Who the fuck eats at Hardee's?
Bubba or Layla?
Okay, why do you stop? Excuse me? Is there a reason you stop?
I'm doing my job.
What's your job?
To film you.
Right. Is there a reason you're stopped?
Tech Lines versus Danforth, 1940.
Is there a reason you're
I'm
stopped?
a constitutional law scholar, officer. I have
So
every right to
what's the
stop
reason you
wherever
stopped
I
in the
want.
shoulder?
I can stop anywhere.
No, you
I want.
can't.
Tech Lines.
Emergency stop
You don't-
disabled
You
vehicle.
don't have to yell at each other, officer.
Okay, well,
So
I'm gonna give you a ticket.
You
all right?
can.
I'll be right back.
Pop it to your phone real quick, though.
And that is what it looks like to epically own a cop. This is a ticket for how much? I gotta pay $400? And you gotta love his on-screen text retorts that he wishes he said in the moment. Education throws the drone off. Drone? Data doesn't compute. I guess in this one, at least Chili wasn't offering antagonizing, but he did already break a law. Yeah, you're not allowed to stop on the side of the highway except in emergency. It's kind of dangerous. But
Sorry.
are you not listening?
Hi.
He's citing case law. He has the constitutional right to park on the side of the highway.
What's your name and badge number, copper? Tech Line versus Danforth, dunce cap. You don't have any right to do
I'm trying something else right now, dude.
Do you want my name or not?
Tech Lines versus Danforth.
Do you want my name or not?
Tech Lines versus Danforth, 1942. First off, it's Tech Lines versus Danforth, 1943, but whatever. An ancient Mississippi Supreme Court case where a judge ruled that since 85% of the Mississippi highways didn't leave room to pull over, that the state statute that specified you must leave at least 20 feet distance to the left couldn't reasonably be enforced without being unconstitutional against your right to travel. So same thing as before, Chili is extrapolating from a very specific court case and opinion and just making up his own laws around it. I can stop wherever I want, actually. It's my constitutional right. Yeah, I can park my car in the middle of the freeway, get out, watch it explode in a violent crash with many fatalities.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Good luck suing me. George Washington's got my back. But the court opinion doesn't say you can stop on the side of the highway whenever. It's very specific about there still needing to be an emergency to stop. Now, if you didn't understand any of that reasoning, it doesn't fucking matter because we're in California, not Mississippi. Case law from another state Supreme Court has no bearing whatsoever on the state you're currently in. So when I talked about his fundamental misunderstanding of law, this is a prime example. And yet, being so wrong, he moves forward and calls his friend to send him a picture of his trifold.
Send me a picture of Tech Line versus Danforth to my 2445 number.
What is a trifold? I'm glad you asked. This is a pamphlet Chili sells for $25 that has a bunch of Supreme Court cases
I'm
you
not
can
gonna do
reference,
that.
usually incorrectly, when arguing with cops. And it's printed on indestructible paper. Sure it is.
You alright, man? Sorry that got heated. He was just being a jerk. No reason for it. I literally just pulled over to film and do my job. And he doesn't understand the law. But most of these guys are really dumb. Most of them don't know the law. He dresses up like a cop, but he doesn't know the law.
How deeply ironic. It's one thing to be using law incorrectly from the wrong state, another to do it with law you can't even remember and have to ask your buddy to send you your SparkNotes version of it, and it's a whole other thing to do both of those while asserting that the cop has no idea what the laws are. You say this is your job. Learn the laws.
The backup is here for the guy with 2 cameras. How you doing, officer? Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sure, Officer Covello, 21875. Do you know this
Officer
person?
what? Officer what, sir?
Covello, do you know this person?
Officer Covello, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I don't have to answer any of your questions.
You do.
But let me show you the law here. It's Tech
Okay.
Lines versus Danforth.
Okay, but you are here still on the freeway.
What,
You know
this
you're
is
emergency?
look it up. Look
You're
it
not
up.
allowed to be on the freeway.
I am
You're
allowed to. This is the obstruction. I put this in my trifold. This is my company right here. This is for me.
It's here. I think we should take a step back and try to remember what's even Chili's pretend goal. All of this stress and another cop called in for what? So the guy pulled over still gets a speeding ticket? The cops are the only ones here actually referencing current codified law that exists, so any points Chili is trying to make are unfounded. Even in some hypothetical, we say that Mississippi case law from 1943 can be used in California, and he cited
Merry
the case law
Christmas.
correctly in its application.
What,
The cops
9
know
months
that
early?
They should have been like, oh yeah, Lines versus Danforth, 1943, Mississippi, that supersedes our state statute, so you're free to go now. No, he just wants a pointless argument to film so he can lie to his viewers that he actually took the fat W. Please don't look up the laws. Don't check the laws. Don't fact check me, please. Don't do that. At the end of the day, if Chili DeCastro truly wanted the betterment of police, he would take his fight up with lawmakers and state legislature, not traffic cops who are following the actual state law. But you know what? Chili doesn't do that, which is why he has outstanding warrants for his arrests and has missed court dates for charges he gets in these videos. He doesn't actually want to show up.
This looks really bad, but I'm gonna finish it.
Because this is about the online career and the
fuck it.
videos. So don't buy into the theatrics that he plays up in these police interactions, supposedly in the name of justice. Yeah, I bet I shocked you with that outstanding warrant stuff, right? When I was researching for this video, I had no idea just how deep the rabbit hole went and how many people Chili has personally afflicted. And honestly, it's a bit more than I wanted to take on for a comedic commentary video. So shout out to the Welsh News Network with Dan and Becca, who have way more information on knowledge on covering Chili than I do. And we will, I have merch now, and it's sick. The Gunner TV's cool, smaller embroidered version of the design, which is also cool. And in the back, it has like, I don't want to do this. Today
Sharpie.
we're going to be talking about
Here
how
it is.
not to respond to criticism. This
Hi.
is, of course, an update to the last video I made talking about a YouTube channel named Delete Laws and the man that runs it, Chili DeCastro.
You are such a wussy, bro.
The response from him to my video has been, as I'm sure many of you could have predicted, completely unhinged.
I gotta locate someone. The guy's channel is named Gunner TV. I need his home mailing address or his physical location.
So I figured I would use it as a case study and perhaps a cautionary tale on how to avoid making yourself look like even more of an idiot in the face of criticism. So come on, let's jump in Insano style. But first, a word from a very relevant sponsor. Are you being stalked by a crazed man on the internet who might use a server? Video. And defame me, I'll give you 24 hours to retract. After that, I sue you. Ask the other trolls who have no purpose, no mission, no direction. You just make videos because people tune in. I'm watching. Hope you said something stupid. I'm watching now. So he admits that he hasn't even started really watching the video yet, and he's already thrown out the potential of a lawsuit against me. Your name is Delete Laws, right? Like, get rid of them, and yet it's your MO to immediately threaten me with the law? You just make videos because people will tune in. Like you and everyone else does too? Should I not want people to tune in? And post. Oh,
Hi.
finally done. I spent a week scripting this and 3 days editing. Jeez, I hope nobody watches this. And then he comments 2 minutes later, ew.
The gods will bless us, won't they? Of course.
Of course.
They've always been on our side.
Ew, nuisance is a legal term. And then by defaming me, by listing me and performing criminal acts, you dive directly into the money. And here's a word from the sponsor. Call your lawyer, dunce cap. Calling me a nuisance is the legal term. I'll give you 24 hours to
Bye.
retract your statement, and if not...